blame it on me. Don't blame it on me.
Blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Yeah, blame it on the dog.
Okay. Give a little recap on top of what we just recently had premiered. So, would there have been a trade say a PM session? Let's look. We look for our 150 macro around here. Alright, what do we see is happening? We're drawing down. Cool. What I want us to do, sweep something before we draw down, right? What do we got? Highs. We sweep them. Alright. I can scale down here. What do I want to see within here? Break a structure for value gap and IFEG. Anywhere is an inverse for value gap going around. Probably down here, and by then we don't get a trade. Alright, no trade. Alright. Prior to this game, what's they're doing? We're selling down. We could potentially be sweeping this 4-hour low. And if not, then what do we have? These lows and these lows. What do we see price tell us? Okay. We open, we see we're pushing down. So we know our draws are these lows. Okay, so we're bearish for the day. Alright, cool. Scale down. No, nothing. Alright, no trade. Let's delete this day. Because what was that day? Just straight bearish news. Just, there's no bullish reaction, no pump, no nothing. Hold on. Do people making dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on. If you wanna wait with me, I know a galaxy and I can see it for a ride. Premonition with the music to the rhythm of the music, don't stop for life. So there's no one you like. If you feel like you need a little better company, I'm not at the perfect time. You want me, I want you better. Where shall we go? I want to sing. Where in the key? Alright, you're my song. Come on, dance with me. I'm you're my. What did we create here? Imbalance down, displacement. We create this for value gap that we want to draw into. And that's if something happens internally. Otherwise, alright, I see nothing. Oh, what do we see? This low that we created. So cool, we could possibly sweep a low and pump into this for value gap. But as of right now, what is price doing? Reacting to this one. So we're going to seek other lows. So for the day, I should be targeting lows. Because that's what's going on right now. Chapredo. You don't want to live in you fall. You want the ghetto. You want the world, my show. Like, I'm on the random. You. Alright, cool. Draw it out. What do I see that I want price to do? I want us to sweep something so we can pump to the next lows. What are our internal lows in the area? This for a value gap. I mean, this low. This is a high. And what I want price to do is sweep something. What do we do as soon as market opens? Alright? We swept these lows. Right, we swept these lows. Put this a little closer for you guys. We swept the sell side liquidity. Then we pumped into this buy side liquidity. And what did price do? Okay. What do we understand from the higher time frame? Scowl again. What's going on? We sweep here, we could go high. If not, and we react off of this for value gap, we know we're pumping lower to what? Possibly this low, and even this low. Alright. So as soon as we sweep that 1 hour high, oh my god. There you go. So as soon as we sweep that 1 hour high, we're gonna start already seeking out our setup, right? Alright. So here's market open. Okay. What do I see? Oh my gosh, the same song twice? Are you like addicted? That's weird. Alright. I'm playing like the dumbest songs right now. Anyways, what do we look for? Break a structure. For value gap, IVG. Risk price 2. Dumps all the way down to that 1 hour that I said it would draw to, right? Remember this guy? Hold on. This is our new sell side, right? Because we cleared that low. We swept this by sell side. I mean buy side. So we're gonna push down, probably tap here and go higher, right? Since we're reacting. So once again, let's get to know you guys. Right into our sell side liquidity, right? What did we do? Tap into it, right? What do we look for? Break a structure, IVG. What do we literally get? Break a structure. Right, okay. Actually, same thing over here. We'll do over here. Break structure. What do we have over here? Super thin for value gap. No for value gap retracement. We wait. Okay, one more break a structure. Alright, do we create an IVG anywhere? No, but we do have this for value gap. And we wouldn't take an entry, right? Or you can. I like to see all three, and if one thing cancels it, then I wait for another one, right? So like, alright, break a structure. Nope, alright, wing again, break a structure. Alright, there you go. Same concept, right? And what do you target? The 1 hour, 1 minute highs and stuff. So like, it doesn't sweep you, but what would be our reasonable targets? Well, probably this for Vaga. So for that day, we wouldn't have to take a trade. You see, comes in PM session. We could have drawn into something that we didn't see. Anyways, let's go back now. Okay, 4 hour. What are we seeing? A lot of sell-off, right? Are we respecting anything? Nope, we're respecting bearish for value gaps. Dump, right? Again, what do we create here? A bearish for value gap. That we're into. What else can I see? Oh, casually this 4 hour high that we swept. So we are in a high liquidity area for what direction? Down. Okay. And what could be our potential targets for that? Based off of the 4 hour. This sell side liquidity. Okay, let's go down. What do I see within here? That's important, right? Buy side we swept, very cool. We're pumping down, and what do we get within here? Another fair value gap. Now, if we react off of this fair value gap, what's my guess? Within the 1 hour. Oh, simple. We're targeting now this sell side liquidity. Just based off of what price is doing. Not what I think, but what it's doing, right? We have all this selling pressure. This 4 hour fair value gap within this 4 hour sweep that pumped down. We reacted off of this 4 hour low, also 1 hour low. Pumped up high, tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap. Now, if price reacts off this 1 fair value gap in our direction, then we can look for shorts, right? So, okay, we tapped into it, right? Now, I can easily scale into it, right? And look for my setup. Now, this day looks a little choppy. But let's see. 930 is right here. We're playing for a value gap. Alright, cool. What are we waiting for? Our confluences, right? What do we get? Bigger structure. But do we have an IFVG? No. Alright, we're waiting. What do we get here? Break a structure, right? We want to create a bearish for value gap and an IFVG within here. What do we get? IFVG. And then what am I looking for? A retracement. Right here. Or you could simply mark out this imbalance. Alright, what do I have? Anywhere between you two, I'm in. And what did price do? It reacted perfectly in my side. Entry, what do I put my stop loss above? This high. What can I target? Something reasonable. This low right here. 2.8 AR. Smashed within 3 candles of 1 minute. Why? Because we had a high time confluence along with our direction, right? Are we sweeping something, going somewhere? Or are we reacting off of something, right? What did we see here? Okay, we swept this buy side, we pump down, we sweep him. We're pumping up, what can I say? Well, we're definitely not going to react off of, like, off the rip this guy, this is too much. But there's a fair value gap over here that we're possibly going to react into, right? So what am I going to say that we're going to do? Well, I see we're pumping high. We scale into this guy. Okay, we're in this fair value gap. Now, if a 1 minute setup comes along within this area, I understand I'm in a high confluence area. As simple as that. And that's what happened. Alright, moving on. 24, 19, 22. Looks like that was the weekend. I'm gonna skip this one. Alright. Going on further, right? Okay. So, for the 4 is not necessarily useful or useless, you can say at least. It comes like both, right? I typically use higher time frames when the 1 hour doesn't give me credit for something. Or I'm like lacking knowledge in some region. So, what's going on over here that I can see? Remember that buy sell liquidity I was talking about? Let's delete all this now. So that's a winning trade right there. 2 point whatever R. I don't know where it is, that box. There it is. Oh, we lost it again. Alright, whatever. Alright, I can't find it. Anyways. What's the 4 hour doing? Well, if I look to my far left, right? What did we just do? We swept liquidity within that 4 hour time, right? Alright, cool. Also, hate to tell you guys this. If you just go down to the daily, we swept the daily lows. Flabbergasted, right? It's like everything's coming together, right? So we know that we swept 4 hour lows. I mean daily lows. We swept 4 hour lows. Let's see what else. What do we do? We're pumping high. What do I see? Potential sweep, right? Based off the sweep, we could potentially pump down. What's in the 4 hour that I can see that we can target as our next thing? This fair value gap, okay? Cool. Let's get on to the 1 hour. Same highs. That doesn't really matter. Here's our candles. What can I see from here? Alright, so anything down here is in point, right? Cool. So I want us to sweep this guy. I can potentially take a trade to target this for value gap. Cool. Alright, go to the 1 minute. We're gonna wait till price taps it by seeing the hourly. You don't want to send the minute. I mean, the minute, I guess it also counts, but still, right? You don't get like impulsive because you see setups coming through. Bam, here's our sweep. Let's see if we could be dummy proof to our side because there's a fake out over here. Looking for a break of structure. We don't count that. Nope, nope, very high. Bam, break of structure, right? Alright, cool. What am I trying to understand now? What's my next thing? Break of structure, an IFVG. Okay. This is the fair value gap I want us to disrespect right here. Right? This guy tells me we are dumping despite the top guy, right? So, despite this fair value gap, we're gonna wait down. Okay? So yeah, we gotta break a structure, but I want us to disrespect you. Bam, what do we do off of this candle right here? This big guy with this red line in between. As a matter of fact, the blue line, if that helps. We disrespected it, this entire fair value gap. Despite there being multiple, just keep in mind, this guy is our discounted fair value gap. Right there, as you see. So this means big time for us. Now I can utilize what fair value gap can I capture within here now to capitalize an entry. What's right here? A fair value gap, right? So what did I do? IFVG plus fair value gap concept and the break of structure to just fabricate it. And then bam, go short. Say I entered off of this candle for whatever reason. Stop loss, where am I putting my stop loss? I could put it a little bit above this fair value gap just to be safe. And I'm targeting what? First we target this low. And my next target could be whatever else there is. So say, okay, that's it. Potentially the bottom of this fair value gap based off of the candle. And really, we begin to push it if I want here and I see price weaken out. But we gotta keep in mind a couple of confluences in the area. Bam, chart out. Did this trade ever happen? No. Well, it was probably our most profitable moment when we hit 64. Is this way beyond 2 RR? Yeah, so let's nail it down towards 2. Bam, 2. Based off my risk, I'm allowing myself to take a trade because I could say I want us to tap into this for value gap. I could say screw these two guys, despite that being a trade, and say I just want my 2R, or even better. I target him, right? Because what? Why? Oh, well, this is really probable. I don't know about it further. Okay, what is this? 1.64 R like risk to reward. Okay, cool. So what am I going to do now? I'm not gonna risk my 1,000 because what am I risking? $1,000. I can't do 500 because that's you know what I mean. You're not gonna get your 2R in return if you do this. But you keep risking your 500 and correlating with what the red box is and ignoring the green box until then, you will have a probable trade. Yes, this isn't 2R that we always want. Okay, take it or not. It's up to you. Yeah, you could potentially risk it and had no profitability in that. But your next trade could make it up too. So it comes down to, are you willing to take the 1R trade? If so, don't jump to that 1,000 so you could get 1,000 in return. Risk that 500. You're here to not lose your account and try to gamble it, right? You want to follow a risk plan. If you follow a risk plan, you're basically profitable. So here's another profitable trade for that day, right? Cool. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. So that's 2 trades profitable, no losses. And we've all avoided the losses so far, which is a great thing to do. I keep tabbing out. Let me double check my stream here. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. So now let's move on. Now we're coming into this day. This day looks like Chop City. I can only assume that Noose or something was out at that time, or some election issue was going through. Probably when Biden dropped out, right? No, it's around here. Alright, cool. So, based off of the 4 hour, what am I seeing now? We did sweep him, but then what did we did? We closed bullish, and we racked it off of this bullish for value gap, right? So, just from this day alone, what can I tell is probably going to happen now? Oh, we're bullish, right? So what am I planning for us to target? Possibly these highs. this buy side liquidity. Why? Because I'm seeing how we're reacting off of this sweep. We were bullish, but hold on, we gotta keep in mind still that we do have this 4-hour bearish fair value gap in the area. Before we get enthusiastic, we always look, is there a fair value gap in the area before we look for the next thing to target, which would be a high or low. And there is. So we need to be cautious and say, okay, despite us reacting here, we might still be bearish. And we just need to keep in mind that this is a bearish confluence. So despite this bullish action, us not pumping higher, we still may be contained and have to pump even lower. So now what? Our next low. This guy. So let's see the candle. Alright, 4 hour, we have the fair value gap. Alright, cool. I know we're playing in the fair value gap, right? This is not really fair game, but whatever. Okay, jumping into the 1 hour. What can I tell from the 1 hour that price could potentially want to do? Well, I see all these fair value gaps underneath. Where can I see price draw into? This guy. Understanding that we're in a bearish fair value gap, say I want us to go pump low. Here's our 1 hour buy side liquidity. I want price to tap this buy side liquidity and we could target that fair value gap. What does it do? Off the market open. Let's see. Alright, cool. What is there here when we tap into the area that I want us to tap into? Right here. Alright, cool. Now, can I find a setup? That's the next key, right? When do we create break of structure? Off of you? Did we create an IFEG that I want us to do? Yeah, up here. Alright, there's our break. What do I want to look for next? Any fair value gap. No fair value gap, no fair value gap, no fair value gap. No fair value gap. I mean, technically here, we're gonna stop that. And that's fine. That is part of it. Right, well, what did this even do? I don't even know, right? We did create this high, but we would want to sweep this high, not you. So what was the point of you pumping up? You know what I mean? I don't see anything really there for it. Alright, so that makes us for the week 2-1. So let's put this on my sticky notes real quickly. Alright, 2-1. Alright, cool. Let's continue. But did we have the direction correct? Yeah. Just, we got stopped out for whatever reason. Cool. Next day. Alright. Then kicks in. This day, it's a new week, looks like. 24. No. It was like that for whatever reason. This day I'm not even gonna try, guys. There's nothing there. It's just bearish. I didn't even trade. I remember that one. Alright, brings us to this day. Top down analysis. What do I see coming in a 4 hour? Big sell off. What is our potential draw off the 4 hour? This 4 hour fair value gap, right? Alright, let's look to our left. Do we sweep anything? I'm not gonna trail it. I'm just gonna mark it. Swept 4 hour draw. I know we can pump high. So what am I for the day? Bullish, right? Because we're gonna probably tap into here, and that's what I'm looking for. Alright, scale lower. There's nothing to utilize from the 1 hour. We wait for the 4 hour to play. What happens? We draw into our 4 hour liquidity right around here. Cool. What am I looking for? Break a structure, IFVG for value gap. Break a structure. Right? On top of that, IFVG. One more thing, a fair value gap, right? Anywhere I can look for fair value gap. Within this IFVG and breaker structure, we have this super thin fair value gap. You could take that guy, right? Based off of the candles, I would have already taken this as an opportunity, right? Off the rib. Okay. Bam. Stop loss right there. And just target a 2R trade. We already are 2R. Profitable again. So now we're up 3-1. Now hold on, I'm just curious. I'm gonna go back again to the day before this. Alright, we tap you. Sweep the high. There it is, okay. IFEG. Break a structure. Yeah, there's nothing we could do here. Screw you. Okay. Well, next day. I keep tapping out. But like I said, big sell off, we want to tap down. We're looking for entry, we found the entry. Alright, next. Alright, comes into this day. So we understand we're bullish. We do see the sell off. Let me go into the 4 hour here. So what I want to see us do. Probably I want us to target this. It's high again, right? What do I see beneath those? It's low. Okay, so let's see what price does. I have no clear bias at the moment. Price is a little too choppy for us. But what happens if we want to scale down, right? Here's our 9 o'clock candle. A fair value gap down here. And there's low. What's price do? Comes down. Choose this fair value gap. What do I see price do here? Sweep high. So instantly I say, okay, we sweep high. What's what I see? This fair value gap. If not that, this is low. Alright, cool. Scale down. Now if we do tap those, I know to go bullish. If we get a reaction. So let's see if we can catch a setup for that trade around the time. Okay. Here we are. Saw we broke structure. Super choppy. Just gonna wait. We disrespect the fair value gap at that moment, but what do? Tap that low. Okay, cool. Now I'm looking for a bullish bias. So what do I get? Break a structure to the upside. On top of that, what do we create? This IFVG, right? Is it a credible IFVG? Probably not. Let's see. No, it's pretty probable to me, right? Look at that. So we disrespect him, yes or no? We respect it, sort of. Let's hold off. Okay. What does that candle show us? Bam, we disrespect him, right? See, we create imbalance. This is actually, I was looking for a setup for longs too. To target here. And price just literally opened down here for no reason. Just pumped up again. Kind of weird, but okay. Then we don't take the trade, okay. Right, does come back here. Does create the IFHG. Does break structure. Another IFVG. Another for value gap. Bam. So we sweep the previous 1 minute low. We did this. We did IVG. No break of structure. Then happens what? We break it off of this candle. And what's happening in the meantime? IFVG for value gap. To R right there, and then that would be profit for you guys. As simple as that can be, right? Say this is a little too complicated, you want to stick to one thing, like a simple break structure, just 2 conferences instead of 3, right? Then go be my guest and do it, man. There's nothing wrong with it. Just know it's gonna be less probable, but same exact idea. Alright. I typically like to do break a structure for value gap and IVG. More in the order that we do in IVG, and then a break a structure together, and then for value gap, you'll see them. But this is an example, right? We break structure, we had our IVG, we had it for value gap, we had everything we wanted, and it was just to wait for a break a structure, and you could take that as an entry. So that brings us up for a trade, right? Again, 4-1. 1 loss. And what was that 1 loss because of? Random price. Alright, now comes in today. So let's see what's up with today. What do we have? We have that for value gap that we always had beforehand. We always had that high beforehand as well right here. That we could potentially sweep the buy side liquidity for and pump low. And if we were to pump low, what would I say we would target? Well, you can target this 4 hour for value gap. If we disrespect you, I know it's a pump lower to the sell side liquidity, right? So let's see. We didn't tap this buy side liquidity, but we did tap this for value gap. Alright, cool. Let me scale lower. What do we do here? Cool. So we do have that buy side liquidity, and in internal liquidity, we have this guy. Do we sweep it? Yep, we do. But I see we pump high, so I'm like, okay. Maybe we're just looking for some sort of like price action, just like, it's just weird, right? It's wonky. But if we sweep this guy, what I target? This low. So, hold on, let me do this. I'll just show you guys what I mean. Alright. Market opens. We're in the fair value gap. What I want to see us do, sweep lows, right? 1 hour lows, because we're in this hourly fair value gap. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the low is literally on the box. Okay. We don't sweep it at all. We barely touch it, but we don't sweep it. That gets me a little mad. I'm like, all right, no trade, I guess. We pump high. And now I'm asking for us to sweep what? The next high, right? Which turns out to be this guy. Now, keep in mind, we are playing the fair value gap. So then we come up to this high. Nothing. I'm like, oh, brother. Okay. We'll call it for break a structure. IFVG. No fair value gap. Alright, wait. Come over here. Once again, in the fair value gap. So we can look for another bearish setup, right? Break a structure. IFVG. Fair value gap. I could take a short off of this candle, target my 2R, stop loss a little bit above, and what would be my targets? This low, bam, 1.25R. Does that seem reasonable? No. Okay, so do I want to scale down, or am I going to take this risk? I would take this risk and make 500. I wouldn't do something like this. So that's a 1R again, so that's another 500. And that's all you gotta do, you just follow. And that's it. That's it for the day. That's what happens. But yeah. It's another win. 5. So how many 2R trades are there? I say probably like 3 to 2 1R trades. So let's calculate how much we would have made off of these past days, right? Our funded goal is to make 53,000. So we would have made 500. We would have made 1,000. Okay. We had 3 2R trades. So that would have made us 4,000. And we had 1 loss, so that brings us down to 3,500. And we would have been profitable for the week. 3,500. Just following that. So that just shows, though, consistency and follow risk. Look at the red box, not the green. And that's like I said.